Good morning. Today, my John Deere S100 has developed a problem. It's making a squawking noise and acts underpowered. So I reached down underneath the deck, with it off of course and disengaged, and one of the blades is harder to turn, the other one turns freely. So I'm thinking I've lost the bearings in the spindle. So get to go in and see if that's right. So I'm going to be wearing gloves for everything I do today because I used my table saw in an unsafe manner and I lost my fingernail and a little bit of the finger. So don't use your table saw in an unsafe manner. Interestingly, the emergency room doctor said that I was the second person this week on a table saw accident, and they average one a week. So pretty common. Okay, so I've shown you this before, but we're gonna take that blade off. And then I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna take this loose, remove this shield, and see what we're looking at. Okay, I got the blade out and it needs sharpened. So I'll have to do that on both of them before I put it back. No. Tried a 3/8 and it is not a 3/8. It really is a number 10, which means good old John Deere is actually foreign built. So take this loose, and then these bolts here loose. Let me get the tools. Okay, so I got the right wrench here, but I can't grip this wheel good enough to break that nut loose. So what I'm going to do is put the blade back on, because it's on the other end of the shaft, and that'll give me something to hold on to. So back on it goes. And then it's come back off for that spindle to come out. All right, I didn't tighten the blade, I just put it on there and there we go. Gave enough grip so that I could take that loose. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And then take the blade loose. It is a number 10. Yay! So these spindles have bearings that you have to grease, and I really like the greaseless sealed bearings better because you never know whether you're greasing these things enough, and if you grease them too much then it blows the seals out. We shall see what happens when I look for parts. Okay, I'm going to go get a very useful tool. So this little guy is a magnet on a handle. Find him very, very useful. And there's the bolt. Okay, so I've got it, and it feels pretty smooth. Or when it was in there, it felt really rough, and the other side feels really smooth. If you hear goats bleating in the background, it's not my goats. I don't like goats. The neighbors have goats. And I have to admit, they act pretty cute. I would not normally wear gloves doing this. In fact, I probably will take this one off to save it. But gotta protect my hand. The reason I say I wouldn't is because the grease is really hard on the gloves. Most bearings don't feel bad. Looks like this all has to go that way. I use these blue towels because they last a lot longer. You see they're thicker. Okay, so now I need to go find a punch sufficient to drive that out. So this is the biggest punch I had, which got it started. And then I used this extension because I'm too cheap to go buy one. A punch, that is. Okay, so I've got that one out. In the middle is the little core. The grease comes in around it. And then you still have the one bearing. Let's see if I can get it to move. I've decided I'm going to replace that idler and that idler. So I just have to get a socket and take those two off. So the nut came off easy enough, but some kind of corrosion built up there. So I'm going to get some penetrating oil and put that on there and then see if I can't pry that off. When removing the pulley cover on the discharge side, I had to come from the other side because there's one there and then one that's kind of right in there somewhere. I got it out, going for the second one. Okay, so I couldn't get the second idler off, which mounts right here on this post with it still underneath the lawnmower. So I took the deck loose, which is one bolt right up there. It's just a pin, you pull it out, the front end drops. And then there's one of these bars on each side. I wonder where that one went. And then right here, this thing goes in here. Whoops. Goes in here crossways. And then this hook fits on this bar. And that's what lifts when you pull the lever up. So it's just 6 points plus the spring. It was held in place with a clip. And I'll show you when I put it back together. Okay, so I got new pulleys. I put them back on. You have to put this belt in groove before you put it on. I have to tighten it up. And then I'll slide it back over and start putting it back together. Just a little FYI, these nuts are self-blocking. So when you put them on, you don't have to worry about them coming back off, which is kind of important being under there. I'm going to attach this first, and then I'll start on the back. All right, so I'll put the front pin in, put the bar on the other side in. Now I've got this one. Okay, now I have the little height adjustment. So let's go something like that. And then it has to go up to that thing, which, all right, so got him on. I put this and this clip on it. Okay, there it is. Now we gotta go to the other side and do that. So I made a mistake. This needed to come out around this guy. So I'm gonna take him loose, pull this cable out around it so he can clip into there. All right, so now I'm gonna put the pulley back on. There we go. Just tighten that on, tighten her down. that'll be done. All right, got the bearing back in here. Gonna flip it over. Wipe out some more grease. Put the other bearing in. So I've got the collar setting down in there. I'm gonna put the bearing on top of it. Press it in. Black side out. And this little guy will go down in there through the collar and out the other bearing. Okay, so I've driven this back on, so that it's snug. The spindle has just a smidgen of play. You hear that? Not very much. And then it's ready to go back in. Okay, so you got to raise the deck up, because when you put the spindle back, it comes from underneath. The greases are pointed toward the back, just like that. Now, take the pulley, put it back in place. So, one thing that I didn't notice, this little guy right here has to be up here. I had it back here because the spring moves it back there when the pulley comes off. But you want that to be forward, otherwise it won't tighten. So, see this little thing right here? I think that's a brake, so that when you disengage the mower deck, that pushes against the pulley, slowing it. And I don't think it was working right, and that may be what was causing the problem. But we shall see. I'm about to put the blade back on. So I was excited at that point, thinking I had it all repaired, but discovered it was still underpowered. Found out that the belt, even though it looked good, wasn't checked or anything, was worn thin to where it slipped out inside the pulleys too far, so it wouldn't tighten enough. Had to replace that, and it works great. So, I hope this helps. It was kind of fun doing the repair. I wish I would have shown you the belt replacement as well, but at that point I was going, what the heck? So anyway, it's all done and we're back in action. We'll talk to you another day.